In the 18th century, leisure was something only enjoyed by the wealthy. Those who were rich enough would travel for 24 hours by horse-drawn coach to leave the noise and dirt of London and spend a few months in places like Bath. With its grand balls and social functions, Bath soon became the most fashionable place in England. Its visitors included Queen Anne herself, Lord Nelson, and the novelist Jane Austen, who set 2 of her books in and around the city. The impressive architecture from this period was the work of the father and son, John Wood the Elder and John Wood the Younger. John Wood the Elder's masterpiece is the Circus, a design which was inspired by the Colosseum in Rome, and his son added the magnificent Royal Crescent nearby. Although it contains 30 separate houses, it was designed to look like a grand palace. Pulteney Bridge, designed by Robert Adams and built in 1770, is also inspired by an Italian design, the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. As middle-class people began coming to Bath in large numbers in the late 18th century, the city lost its exclusive elegance. Around the same time, sea bathing became popular, even with King George III. As a result, the royal family began visiting Brighton and other places on the south coast, and wherever the king went, the aristocracy followed. The popularity of Bath declined as England's seaside resorts became the fashionable places to spend time outside the capital. The rapid growth of the railway system after 1830 played an important part in the development of seaside resorts, because it meant that ordinary people could now travel around the country cheaply and quickly. It was also during the Victorian era that most of the country's piers were built. These iron structures were initially built as landing stages for the many pleasure boats which visited the new resorts, but other attractions were quickly added to them, and the pier soon became the place to walk, sit and relax, listen to music, or watch entertainers. The pleasure of the pier is best summed up by the poet John Betjeman, who described it as a walk on the sea without the disadvantage of being seasick. Southend Pier was opened in 1889, but was extended in 1929, making it the longest pleasure pier in the world at 2,158 metres.